one of the things that where we left off, I believe last time, on the timeline buttons, I had couldn't find the lock button, and I forgot that I was pressing the right button. I think I was pressing S, and this little horseshoe thing right here, that's the equivalent of the snapping tool for Adobe. So when I have it deactivated and I put stuff over, you see it's not like really trying to snap to that blue line, right? But after I engage the snapping tool, you see how it kind of pauses right there, and like, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of like the triangle pops up, and it kind of, once it gets close, it just kind of gets magnetized to it. So that was the snapping tool. And I would suggest, like with Final Cut, always have it active. So I'm trying to remember if I did this for this class, but about the putting footage on the timeline, I believe I already did these, but I'm gonna go through them real quickly just in case I didn't. So the drag and drop, you guys kind of know that. You just click from a clip in your clip in, and you drag it, and you let it go, and that's it. So I'm gonna Command Z to undo that. The endpoints and out points, so that's like I can have kind of like in my preview window, I can press I to create an endpoint, and I can press O to create an out point, and then just drag that down. Okay, or I can use the insert or overwrite to do that. And if I don't want to use, and these right here are like the universal symbols for mark in and mark out. So if I want to make my mark in right here with the Michael Jackson dancer, then I just go ahead and compress this button, and I marked my in, and I go over here and I press this button, and mark my out, and I can drag it down. Or I can use say insert or overwrite. So insert is the comma, and when I do this, it's going to move this clip over a little bit. You see how it made space? Okay, let me Control Z to do that. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Let me expand this a little bit more. Now I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to press overwrite, and it's just going to, oh wait, I want to be able to see the end of the clip. This isn't going to move over at all because this part right here is going to get deleted. So I'm going to go ahead and press overwrite, or I can press the period on my keyboard, and it just deleted that portion of the video. So that's the insert and overwrite. So you can either use the buttons or the icons, whatever you want to call it. Sorry. Or you can just press comma and just scoot the video clips over. So that's the insert and overwrite. Timeline appearance adjustment. I believe I talked about this too, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it again real quick. If you click on your timeline, and make sure you clicked on your timeline, because like if you clicked in your preview window, it's not going to do it for your timeline. So you click in your timeline, you press the minus to go smaller, press plus to go bigger. So it's basically the same thing as it is in Final Cut, except you don't have to press the command button. Let's see. Oh, and you also have this little slide bar at the bottom. So if you want to do it manually without having to press the plus and the minus, you can use this little bar to expand your timeline, or yeah. And if you want to move your timeline to go further into it or whatever, you can just move that around. So let's see what else. Making an edit. So if I want to make an edit for the Adobe version of this, you press Command and K, and that makes an edit. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's basically the same thing as like what you would have in when I was showing you the editing the music, and you press Command B in Final Cut Pro 10. It's Command K does basically does the exact same thing. So I can be playing and press Command K, and then I can keep on pressing, playing, hold down Command, press K, make another edit. So anyway, and now I'm going to undo what I just did. And what else? So some of the effects. So say you have a clip. I'll just pick save this clip. All right. So under, you want to have the effects controls window. If you do not have the effects controls window, you can go up to window and go to what is it? Oh yeah, go to window, and then this is a list of all the windows that you have. So if you don't have effects controls, then you can just click it and it'll pop up. So like say I don't have it, or I'm just gonna delete mine. Window, effects controls, and there it is, and I can slide it over, to whichever side I want to, and So anyway, on effects controls, so I'm gonna double click on this clip so it pops up in effects controls. And the thing that is key right here is I want to talk to you about motion, because this is the same thing as the I forgot the word for it in Final Cut Pro, but the inspector window. Thank you, brain. So this is like the equivalent of the inspector window. So effect controls and inspector window are basically the exact same thing. If I want to say increase the scale of my video, I can do that. If I want to move it over, I can do that. If I want to undo what I just did, this little about face arrow, I just press that and it'll undo things. Let's see. That was it, and you can do like rotate and all that other kind of stuff if you want. So main thing is have that effect controls window available. Now I'm going to show you a little bit about keyframes. So one thing I like about Adobe over Final Cut Pro is that they have like a window for keyframes. So if I want to make a keyframe, in the old version of Adobe it'd be like a little diamond thing, and this one you press this little this I don't know, toggle animation thing or whatever. And actually I'm gonna do this on the this little shorter clip here. And let's see, make sure I've got the right clip. So let's just say position. So I press this and it toggles the animation for my keyframes. So I don't know why it just doesn't say that, but anyway, so this is the keyframe, the little diamond. I'm sure you've seen it before. So let's say I want this video, I'm gonna put another keyframe over here. I press let me expand this a little bit because it's getting kind of, all my stuff is looking kind of compressed. Let me see if I can make that look a little better. So yeah, there we go. So I have this little timeline that represents my keyframe. So say I want to make another keyframe. I don't know why it's looking so, whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna press this little button right here to add it or remove a keyframe, and it's kind of what you're familiar with Final Cut. And I've made another keyframe. This window right here shows that okay, I got a keyframe here and I got a keyframe there. So, and just to prove that it is a keyframe, I'm going to make the scale for this 200. You don't have to do this, but I just want to demonstrate something. And I'm going to make the scale for this one. Actually, you know what? Let me make that 100. And I'm going to make another keyframe just by pressing a little diamond thing. Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's compressing the window so much. All right, so I got 3 keyframes. I'm going to make this one say 200. And these other ones should still be at 100. Let's see. Let me give myself some more space. Yeah, it shouldn't be overlapping like that, but it is. So I just do this to move from one keyframe to the other. And that one says 200. I don't want that. I'm going to say 100. And let's see, can I skip to my next one? Yep. And this one's going to say 100. So I'm going to, so you're going to see when I get past this, this keyframe is going to start getting bigger. And yeah, anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let me make sure. 100. Yeah, I'm taking too long. Did I? Let me just put one there. All right. So, well, I'm sorry. Oh, dang it! I was messing with position instead of scale. Let me turn that off. Sorry about that. I thought I was on the wrong line. I'm gonna do this the fast way then. All right. So I'm gonna make 100 here, and I'm gonna press this little button. So now I've got a keyframe, and I'm just gonna move this over and make another keyframe. I'm gonna say that's 200, and I'm gonna make another keyframe over here, and press this button to make it, and then I'm gonna say 100. And now I'm just gonna, I can press my little back arrows to, double check that it did what it's supposed to do. Now I've got this little window here, and you'll see when it gets to this, the video's gonna start getting bigger. Once it gets past here, it's gonna start getting smaller. So anyway, you'll see it. So let's see, and video starts getting bigger, as you can see, and come on. And now the video starts getting, hold on. Does this keep? Okay, yeah, now it starts getting smaller. So something that's nice about this is that if I want to compress my keyframes like this, no, not compress, but move them over, I can do the same thing, but it takes place in, a fraction of the time. So it gets bigger, and now it gets smaller. So you have that flexibility with your keyframes in Adobe, which is a definite advantage when you do more complicated stuff. So moving on. So video transitions. That's under effects. So if you don't have the effects window, I showed you how to get to it. So video transitions. I'll just go with a slide. So it kind of works how it does in Adobe, but you go to effects, go to video transitions, and I'll just go with a slide, and you just put it in between your clips. And maybe I should expand this. So this is the transition. I'm going to delete it and put it there again. So you just drag it over, and it kind of like appears, and yeah, and you just put it in the middle. Sometimes, depending on how much buffer space you have with your video, you can either put it smack dab in the middle, or to the left to a little bit, or to the right a little bit. So let me drag some of this away. I don't think I have much pad on that. So yeah, now I can put it anywhere I want, and I can just press it, and you'll see the that transition. So and something that's nice about with transitions is that you can double click on them to adjust how long they take. You can also adjust like what angle they come from. So if I want this one to be, I don't know, let's just say 120 frames, all right, and I want it to come from this angle. So now it's going to come in from a different angle, and it's going to come in slower. So you can do those type of things with the Adobe, and to me it's easy, but anyway, let's go to creating text. So now the way you create text is you have to go to File, and I'm not going to teach you like the easy drag and drop stuff, but there is that available. But anyway, I'm going to go to File, New, and you're going to go to Legacy Title. So File, New, Legacy Title. So once you click that, you can, whatever you want to call it, like if I'd say, I don't know, I'm going to call it Adobe Title. Or yeah, or yeah, I'll just call it Name Super. Name Super Adobe. All right, so now what's going to happen? The reason why I'm teaching you guys this is if you learn this way of making titles, there's a lot of other editing programs that you'll be able to understand, because this format is pretty standard. Like say there's a title making program called Live Text. So say if you work at a TV station and your job is making graphics, you're going to use a program like Live Text, or you may be using Live Text itself. If you know this, then you can probably handle Live Text, because it's not that much different. So wherever you have your little icon where and you press the new title, that's where it shows up. That's the video it shows you. So as you can see, there's like little text things here. So and it works exactly how you think. You press these and you have a text box. Now what's important here is you need to know your select tool. So what this does is, like, if you have like little circles or squares or text boxes, this allows you to select them and move them around and all that kind of stuff. Then the text one is when you're actually typing stuff. It looks a little different because you see it's got the T and it's got like a little square, and as soon as I click it, I'm going to get a little blinking icon and I can type some words. Okay, I'm going to undo that now. And what else do I need to? Oh, the shape. So where is it? Where? Oh, right here. You see these little rectangles and triangles and all that kind of stuff. I usually make. I'll be showing you how to make these by hand, and also for your final, you'll need to know how to do this. So I click, hold, and just drag. Actually, not for the final, but anyway, later on. So now I've made a rectangle. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually make my shape that I'm going to use in my lower third. So I'm going to make a lower third right now. So where was I? So I've got that, and now let's say I pick. I'm gonna pick this red, bold, whatever. Okay, and oh, sorry, I messed up. I need to go to my text tool, and also I think I was selected on this, so that's why it affected that. So I'm gonna get my text tool out. I'm gonna type something. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just be somewhere else. Let me see if I can just click somewhere else and then press the text thing. Nope. Okay. Well, anyway, get my text tool out, press something, and since I've already had clicked on that, then there it is. So I'm just gonna say, I don't know, Rashawn Trammell, and I'm gonna press enter, and I'm just gonna type in Adobe user. All right. And let's say, okay, now I'm going to get my select tool again, and I'm going to drag it down. It's a little big, and I may not like that, so I can adjust my font size with this little T thing. Well, there's a lot of T's, but the one that says 100, and I can just drag it and make it the size that I want it to be. So, and if you have a problem with, say, okay, the rectangle is in front of my words, you can right click and where is it? Position. Wait, no. Crap, I'm trying to find it. Cut, copy, transform. No. Select. Position. View. I can't find it. But there is a way that you can arrange what appears on what level. So sorry about that. All right, so that is showing a background image. So this right here, like say maybe you don't want to see this, you can just click that, and you can you don't have to see that video that's there if you don't want to. So and you can do things like say changing the opacity once you have this. So I do usually go give it some see-throughness because I think that just looks more professional than having just all bold and whatever. So yeah, if you want to use this to change the position of it, you can. If you want to change the color of it, you can. So if I wanted to make it blue, I can do that. And oh wait, if I want to make this blue, fill solid. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to mess around with it too much because why am I not getting it? Anyway, moving on. So exporting. Oh wait, let me show you. Okay, once I have this, I will X out and it'll save that change. Okay, just of that text window. So going to my little clip bin thing, name Super Adobe. I have it here, and I can just drag it on top of my video. And I know it looks like a little sliver, but don't worry, we can adjust that. So you can just expand it to however long you need it to be. So if I need it to be the length of the whole video, I can do that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and delete some stuff because I'm going to show you how to export in just a second. Oh, okay. So, what is, all right. How long is this? This is 50 seconds. I don't even need 50 seconds. Let me just minimize all of that. All right, let's say 30. Okay, 30 seconds. Really, I don't even need 30 seconds. But once you have that, and you don't have to, have that exactly how I do, I'm going to show you how to export. So you go to File, and in this program, you actually say Export. Okay, so File, then Export, then Media, and then some things to look out for. The format. Okay, so H.264 is just another way of saying MP4. There's a ton of formats, but I say go with MP4 unless you're intentionally wanting to export to, say, something that you want to put on a DVD or a Blu-ray, or if you know that there's some type of extenuating circumstances. But H.264 is usually what you want. So media format, some things to watch for. Like right now, this shows me my estimated file size is 27 megabits. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to definitely show you? If I wanted to adjust the size, like I talked about compression, the target bit rate, I can move this up, and then that'll make, like say 82 megabits per second, or 82 megabytes, sorry. Or if I move it down, then, I get, lower numbers. So anyway, and I won't go into all of this stuff because there's a lot, and some people don't even use that. I know people, professionals who usually don't mess with it. I tend to, but yeah. Anyway, what else? Format output name. So did the format your output name? You can call it, whatever you want. I'm going to say mine to my desktop. I'll just say Adobe Export. Or no, Adobe, because I know, well, I'll call this one Adobe Export. All right. So, and I mapped it to my desktop. I could map to the EFP, folder or some other folder, but I'll just go for desktop for this, for demonstration purposes. I'm going to press save, and see it says Adobe Export, and output name. Something you want to double check is, let's see, you are exporting video, exporting audio, and I'm going to press export. So what export does is it basically just, you see this screen and it kind of gives you a status as to how fast it's going. Q pops up another program called Adobe, I forgot, it's not Encore. I forgot the name of it, but it pops up another thing where you can have like a queue of different things you want to export. So for this instance, I'm just going to go press export, and it shows you, how much time is left on the export. Should go pretty quickly since, it's not that long. And what else? Oh, and if I use, and now that's basically it. And when it gets done, it's not gonna close out Adobe and make it look like you may have accidentally closed it. But where is it? Adobe. Oh, did I not put the E in Adobe? Okay, so yep, there's my video. And if I wanted to do the what was it? The Q, and you don't have to. I'll just say, I don't know, Adobe 2. Well, Adobe Export 2, and I just press the Q, and what happens is there's another program that's going to pop up. This one, Adobe Media Encoder is going to pop up. It's probably like doing this little Adobe getting ready to pop up thing, and yeah. Anyway, it takes a while for it to pop up, but basically you'll have like a list of different video projects. If you want to export like a bunch of them like back to back, and it allows you to do that. So in some reason, it always pops up behind Premiere. So it's not really that difficult. If you want to say maybe convert something to a different format, you can do it through here without having to go into Adobe. Also, you can like look at the video as it's exporting, and it'll tell you what state of the what state in the process it is. So, but yeah, it's probably going to take longer to open the program than it will to actually export the video. So. Yeah. Oh, and if you don't want to stick around for this, I mean, it's fine. I'm also going to save part of this for the I'm recording, so it'll be in the video. So, yes, yeah, and I'm exporting using media encoder. It's kind of like gives you like a queue of different projects. So if you have like 5 different projects and you don't want to keep pressing export, after every one, you can just kind of like stack it like a playlist of videos that you want to export. So, but yeah, I don't know why. This was my project, my Adobe export, whatever. And the main thing that you need to know about this is just press this little play button. So this will start your queue. And it's got if I wanted to change the format to like something else, I could do that here. Sometimes if I have a video, like say I have something on my desktop and I just want to convert it to a different format, I can do that. So anyway, I'm just going to press the this little play button. I'll see my video. It kind of lets me know like the process of it. Like say if I had a 2-layer export where it kind of like goes through the video twice, it would let me know that. But for really simple stuff, you don't really need this. But I mean, I do it often also. So whatever you prefer. So you can see the video, and it will give you a little check mark, lets you know that it's done. And I wasn't paying attention as to where I sent it, so okay, I guess I sent it to the desktop, and here's that same video, Adobe Export 2. So anyway, that is it. So for an assignment that you guys will be doing is just exporting video from Adobe and creating can be just 5 seconds and having a lower third like this. So basically, you call it Adobe Export assignment. Or, I'm sorry, Adobe Text assignment, and have this and just about 5 seconds of it, and that's it.